Hello everybody and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name's Tandra and today we're doing our weekly Tarot Pick-a-Pile series, and today's reading is on March of 2022. What kind of energies you might face for the month, how you might feel during the month, any kind of situations that might crop up or things that might need your attention, the general energies that might be felt during the month, that kind of thing. Okay, along with our Laramandan tarot cards, we have a romance tarot where we'll look closer at what you might face romantically during the month. We have our charms to help us out with the reading. We also will be doing our oracle spheres, so you can think of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to. And then we also will be doing our angel numbers as well. That's where the angels have an opportunity to give you any kind of specific messages that they might want to give you, or something that they would like for you to pay attention to for the month. Also, some people like to use them as lucky numbers and things like that. Okay, so we have pile 1 here with the apple. We have pile 2 with the pineapple, and pile 3 with the cherries. So you decide which pile has your specific energies for March of 2022. And when you've decided which pile that you would like to look at the reading for, there will be timestamps in the description that will lead you directly to that reading. So we're going to give you some time to decide, and then we'll see you at your reading. Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading on March of 2022. You guys are the ones that chose the apple here. Move that over there. We have our Laraman cards and our tarot cards. We also have our oracle spheres where you can think of a yes or no question. We have our charms. We have our romance tarot where we're going to find out a little bit more about what might be going on with your romantic life during the month. And we have our angel numbers as well, where the angels can get an opportunity to give any special messages to you directly, or for you to have as lucky numbers for the month and things like that. Now, to start out the month, this worked really well last month, and I wanted to do it again because I did like it. We're going to use the mixed emojis deck here and get 1 or 2 cards to find out what kind of just general emotions you might feel during the month, or how you might start out the month at least, things like that, to give us an idea of what's going on there, and then we'll look at your other cards and go from there with it. Okay, we actually have 2 for you guys today. We have Curious and Determined. Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's take a look at our cards to see how that goes along with Curious and Determined here. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Fish, number 34. We got the Swiftness, or the 8 of Wands. We've got the Peace card, or the 2 of Swords. Okay. We got the Established Strength, or the 3 of Wands. We got the 5 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the 2 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. Wow, okay. Give me just a moment here. I want to reflect on some of these cards and see how they all go together. It looks like you got some various things going on during the month, some different things that might happen. I want to see if any of them are on specific time frames, or if it's just kind of everything happening at once and things like that. So give me just a moment here. Okay, there's that. Okay, how do these go together? Wow, okay. There's different energies going on here. trying to think of how I want to put this. Basically, with the established strength, which is the Three of Wands, and then you have the Two of Wands over here. These two are very similar cards to me when they show up. So I like that this one says established strength because it kind of differentiates it slightly. But I'm one of these weird people that for some reason these two cards have very, very similar meanings to me normally in the regular tarot deck. But one of the things that I see happening, going along with the Hanged Man and the Wands cards here, is that you're going to be contemplating some things. You're going to be looking for adventure, is actually the way I see it. I don't normally see those as that type of energy, but with this curiosity card and so forth, I one of the things I see with this is that I'm thinking that you are looking for something new and different to embark upon. You want to do something differently than the way you've done it before. You want something that's a challenge for you, quite possibly, and so forth, okay? You have a lot of curiosity type of energies in that you want to look at things new ways. You want to see things from a different angle. You want to look at more possibilities. You want to explore options that you haven't explored in the past. With the Five of Cups, that's another energy that's saying that you really want to start looking at things differently. You want to start noticing new things. You want to start pursuing new things and so forth. All of these cards have that energy for me, okay? So, and also the Eight of Wands even says that as well, in that usually indicates shooting ideas out into the universe, swift moving things, moving very quickly. So, and I think that goes along with the determined very well as well. So I think you're very determined to push forward with your life, see where you can go with things. Quite possibly for most of you, or actually I think it might even be half and half. This will have to do with finances or career related matters, and for others of you it will have to do with romantic related matters, okay? Or at least at least possible, you might pursue a new romantic relationship if you're not in one. We will be looking at the romance cards, and that will help us out with that too. So we will be doing that. But that is a possible energy. If that doesn't resonate with you, that's fine, because that may not be a lot of you. I do see that you would like to find new ways of okay, it's not even necessarily money or abundance, although the fish card can quite often mean that kind of success. The Seven of Pentacles possibly can too, but by being the Seven of Pentacles, I see it more as a new type of thing, as you embarking on something new, bringing forth something new and different and exciting. I see your self-confidence as being very good this month. And this is one reason why you're wanting to go out there. You have the Nine of Cups. It's another good self-confidence card. You know, it looks like she's very pleased with herself, with, you know, accomplishing her task, a job well done. And I feel like, you know, you will be very pleased with yourself this month. You will have that kind of energy flowing. It's an excitement type of energy. It's you are ready to embark on new and exciting and different and stuff that's new for you, stuff that's different for you, something you've never done before maybe, or at least moving it up to a new level. You want to learn new things this month for sure. That's one of the energies you have, is you very much want to learn all about whatever subject starts to interest you, or that you would like to pursue. You would like to start new things this month. possibly new studies on things, or you know, anything that you think that you're gonna be curious. Okay, obviously that energy is definitely coming through. You're gonna be very curious this month. You're gonna want to explore a lot. You're going to want to learn a lot of things. You're going to want to look at new things. You're going to want to, I see a lot of possibly reading or research happening this month as well. So it's kind of going to be an exciting month for you with all the new curiosities and determination that you will have to persevere through things with the established strength card and the determined card. You guys are going to be determined to keep going at things. You're not going to let people stop you from pursuing the things that interest you and that you would like to do. You're not going to let things stop you in that particular arena. So that sounds really exciting. Okay, let's take a look at your romance cards. See what we might be able to find out for you guys romantically. Some of you guys are in relationships, and we will try to find out energies for you, as well as for those of you that are not in a relationship, and so forth. We'll try to get an idea of what's happening with both of you guys during the month. Sometimes we find out, sometimes not. Sometimes it's just as established. You know, if you're already in a relationship and everything's okay with it, then a lot of times something else goes on with it during the month. It just, you know, stays where it's at. So we just see what the cards have to say on that. Oops, keep hitting my light. Okay, we've got the Ten of Cups. And then we've got the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Chariot. Okay. All right. So, yeah, for those of you already in a relationship, you guys might go exploring together. You guys might have some things that some of these pursuits and some of these other things that you like to do. You actually might go together. You might go on a vacation or trip together, see a new country or state if you live in the United States and don't want to go outside the country, or some new place you've never been before, or something like that. That energy is definitely very deep seated here in the reading today. And I do feel like your romantic department should be pretty stable and happy this month. If you're in a relationship, things should go pretty well. You should feel pretty, because of your excitement and your curiosity, you're going to be relatively happy most of the month. Things should go fairly well that way, as far as that goes. For those of you who are not in a relationship, it is very possible that somebody will come along and kind of sweep you off your feet, or romance you, or make you feel special in some way. And that might help contribute to some of your curiosity and excitement this month as well. Maybe you're ready to go on to a new relationship. It might have been a little while since you've been in one, and you might be ready to finally move on with that. And that might be something that you're ready to explore this month, because that goes along with your energies that we're already seeing. So that is quite a possibility as well. It's also possible, and this might resonate with you more, in that you're going to be so excited over your new studies and possibly new career choices or opportunities, or travels that you might take, or other things like that, that you may not have time for romance this month. If you're not already in a relationship, you might find yourself slightly interested in some people, but not really, wanting to get into a deeper relationship, or not really, you might date on a few dates, or you might go to a party or two or something like that, but, really maybe nothing super serious might not happen this month. So that might resonate with you more, actually, than the few of you who might have like this whirlwind romance type thing going on, because that resonates with me more in the reading than the other possibility. Okay, so there are your things on that. Now I guess we can move on to our charms and see what else we might have going on for the month. All right, let's see. Move this over just a tad so you can see the charms a little better. Give it a really good mix up here. And then we threw out, ooh, lots of dice. Thought we threw out a charm. I don't see it, so maybe we didn't. Okay. Well, let's look at your dice first, because we have several of those. All right, we have 2 6s, and a 2 and a 3. All right. Well, the 2 and 3 energy go along with the 2 and 3 of wands that we were talking about earlier. The 2 is full of determination again, so we have that word going along again. They also have flexibility, which I do see this month for you guys, and it's also the 2s in numerology. If you have a life path number of 2, they're kind of peacemakers. They're full of compassion and bringing things together. That's where the 2 energy comes in. But they are very flexible in their thing, and I do see that as being something going on for you this month, where you will kind of be willing to try new things. You're willing to, go here, go there, do something different, and that kind of energy. And then the 3 is the creative energy, and that's very much in communication. That's very much building of creative things, and so forth. You might actually do some creativity type of things this month where you're actually creating things. Now, the 6s are interesting in that they are very much the nurture numbers and so forth, but you have 2 of them, which is a 12, which is a 1 and a 2, and then when you put the 2 together, it's also a 3. So a lot of that 2 and 3 energy going on here, a lot of that kind of energy, but also the 6s in of themselves show a lot of the compassion that we were talking about, a lot of the nurturing aspect, the wanting to help others, the service attitude that you might have towards humanity might flare up quite a bit this month, and so forth. Actually, a thought came to my mind, and I don't think it's going to resonate with all of you or anything like that, but it came to my mind, so it's obviously going to be something for some of you. I even thought of you guys might even decide to go on missionary work or Peace Corps work or other types of that kind of thing where you go and you help out others, you're a service to humanity in some way, you help set up a town, for somebody, or you help, maybe even do Habitat for Humanity and build a house, or, that kind of energy where you just kind of go out and you do something for other people and so forth. The winged heart also kind of indicates that to me as well. So that is something that you guys might think of. That is something that is a possibility. We do have the 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So one of the things that I really feel like might happen this month is you guys will be focused on material wealth and gain and things that deal with earning money and gaining money and so forth. The pearl here as well, I'm thinking of, I actually think of adventure like pearl diving or all these really crazy things have been coming to my head of all these different, not even crazy, crazy really isn't the right word, but unusual or different or not the mundane, not the everyday thing that most people do every day, are coming to my head of, you going out and doing those kinds of things that, are not typical. Those are really rushing. And there's so many things like that I couldn't even say them all. But if there is anything that you've even remotely thought of, or if something came to your head where we're talking about this, where you were interested in something that other people go, really? You want to go out and do that? And you go, yep, something I've always wanted to try, or mountain climbing, or like I said, deep sea diving, or like I said, pearl diving, or treasure hunting, or, there's so many different things. Like I said, Peace Corps work, or going out and do other things. Those are things not very many people do every single day. And more than likely, that would be something new and different for you guys and exciting and so forth. And those types of energies is what's coming through for the month, for at least part of the month anyway, or something you might at least start to embark upon. We do have, I often interpret this as mermaid fins, but it's also very much like a coat hanger where you'd put a fancy dress or a coat. And I do see possibility of parties or fancy engagements that you might need to attend or will attend during the month, or at least one of those type of things might be something that you might end up doing. So that's something for you to keep in mind as well. We do have the Star Bunny, and bunnies are all about newness. They are a symbol of springtime, and we are heading into spring in March. Springtime is also a time for renewal, a time for birth, and those kinds of things. And with the Seven of Pentacles, also kind of that birthing energy. I think new ideas, new. I was saying earlier, like new thoughts and things like that, but basically a lot of birthing of new something. Okay, I can't even think of all the words, but new something is very possible this month. It's very likely it's something, maybe. I know when springtime hits for me, I often get very excited, very happy. I start feeling a lot better. I'm smiling more, things like that. And I do feel more excited about, going out and creating new things or doing new things or exploring new things and so forth. And that is definitely the energy I get for you guys for the month. That is definitely the kinds of feelings of the kinds of things that should occur for you during this month. So it should be a relatively exciting month for you. And hopefully a lot of cool things will happen. All right, let's go ahead and do our oracle spheres and then our angel numbers, and we'll see where we're going with those. All right, first of all, our oracle spheres. This is where you think of a yes or no question that you'd like to get an answer to, and you pick a stand. We have silver, blue, bronze, and gold today. Okay, we have those. And you pick which one you'd like to get your answer on, and then we'll go through and we'll get your answers. Whoops. Number 1, silvers, I'm not sure. Number 2, blue, is not likely. And number 3, bronze, is also not likely. Wow, interesting. And then number 4, gold, is a probable. Okay, so we have a not sure, a not likely, and a probable. So there's your oracle sphere answers. Let's go ahead and move those out of the way. And then we'll do our angel numbers. Now, angel numbers are a way for the angels to communicate with us in different ways, because each number resonates with a different type of message or thing that involves in it. You can type in angel number whatever out on the internet, and you could find out what each number means when you pick one. Or we have links in the description that will lead you to some websites that will help tell you the different angel numbers and what they mean. You can pick more than one stand if you like. We do like for you to pick at least one, so you can get at least one number, but you can pick more than one if that resonates with you, because there might be more than one message, or maybe you can kind of combine the information in more than one. Also, you can use all 5 as lucky numbers for the month, or however you'd like to utilize these. So the first one is purple, second one is bronze, third one's blue, fourth one's green, and fifth one's silver. So you pick which stands or however you'd like to do these, and we will get your angel numbers for you. And then you can find out what else the angels might like for you to pay attention to during the month, or maybe what direction they'd like you to look in. All right, number 1 is 33. Very exciting number. It's a master number. I love 33. Number 2 bronze is 25. Number 3 blue is 28. Number 4 green is 22. Another master number. And you got your 2s and your 3s again. Very high energy for you guys for this month. Okay. And then we have a number 7 for silver. Okay, so we've got purple is 33, bronze is 25, blue's 28, green's 22, and silver's 7. All right, guys, so there's your angel numbers for the month. Wow, it sounds like it's going to be a very exciting month for you. I look forward to hearing about it if you guys want to share that with us. And we hope it goes very well for you. Do come back and check out our other videos. We have lots of timeless tarot readings that we put out every week. We also do our daily messages from Spirit, and you can check those out as well. And we do look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading for March of 2022. Those of you that chose the pineapple here, we're going to find out what kind of energies you're going to have during March of 2022, what types of emotions you might have, what types of situations might crop up, what types of different situations and energies and other things like that. We will be doing your mixed emoji first to get an idea of maybe some emotions you might start out the month with, or what maybe some of the main emotions you might be grappling with during the month and so forth. And then we will be getting information from your Laramie Engine Tarot cards here. We also have the Romance Tarot deck, so we will be looking into more information about your romantic life during the month as well. We will be doing our charms to help us give us more information or help us clarify things. And then we'll be doing our oracle spheres so we can think of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to. Another thing that we'll have is angel numbers. That will give the angels a chance to give you any extra information they'd like for you to have. Or you can use them as lucky numbers for the month and other things like that. Okay? So we have all that going on today. So let's get started. Let's look at your mixed emoji here. We'll find out what kind of feelings and emotions you might have going on for the month. We've got happy. Oh, I like that one. All right, so that is your main emotion for the month, is you're going to be relatively happy during the month. You're going to have a lot of good things happen, I think, that will make you happy. Let's take a look at your tarot cards and find out what types of situations might crop up that might make you happy. All right, we've got the Crossroads, or the 22. I like that. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, how awesome there. We've got the 5 or defeat card. That could be really good. Okay, we've got the Emperor. And then we've got the 2 of Swords. Yep. Okay. We got the King of Wands. Yes. All right. We got the 9 of Cups. We got the 5 of Cups. Perfect. The Knight of Pentacles. And the 4 of Wands. Wow. Okay. Well, I can definitely see a few things that might make you really happy this month. Let me see if I can get an idea of how all this goes together, or how this might play out for you during the month. Because we do have a couple of things going on here. One of the things I see right away was with the Crossroads, the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. The 5 energy are a change energy, or a things going differently, okay? You also have the 2 of Swords, which is often, in this particular deck, I see it as a stalemate, or as, one person really can't get it over on the other, okay, hence a stalemate. That goes along with your Crossroads. It's a 2 number. The crossroads is a 22. Crossroads means decisions or going one way or another, moving forward. So I do feel like you guys might have a decision to make this month. You guys might have to decide which way you want to go, what's your future, where you'd like to go. The Five of Cups is also indicating that to me as well. So you have several cards that are kind of indicating you're going to be making a decision as to which path to take next, because you are going to be breaking this stalemate, in that this means finally that you're going to be able to move forward in a certain situation, move forward with your life, make a decision that will help you do something like that. This 5 here, it says defeat, but honestly, when I see the 5 of Swords, I almost always see more of a success or victory with a cost. Okay? In that they win, but usually there's somebody following along behind them that are very injured, they're limping and so forth. So, but with this saying defeat, I'm thinking you might defeat an enemy, not really literally an enemy, but you might defeat some sort of problem that's been holding you back or keeping you tied to a situation. You might be able to finally defeat that. The Five of Cups energy is often an energy where you kind of get stuck looking at the past or looking at things and not paying attention to opportunities. But in this case, I think with the crossroads being there, I think you're going to have opportunities and choices to make. And I see that with the Five of Cups as well. So I think that you might have some kind of decision or direction or choice or something else like that to make. This could be in many areas, but possibly because of the Pentacle cards that have showed up, quite possibly it'll have something to do with work or how work will affect your family in some way, with the Nine of Cups also showing up. You might have a decision to make as to whether to take a certain job or whether to move to a new town, or to take a job or not, or whether or not to start something you've been wanting to do, like a new business or things like that. That may be the choice that you have to make. Okay. And in which case, I think the choice that you do make will make you very happy. You will feel a great sense of relief and accomplishment, and that you have made the right choice. I think by the end of the month for sure, you will definitely feel like you've made the right choice because you've been happy about it, and that happiness indicates, the universe would be indicating to you that that was the right choice, because those feelings, that's your soul telling you that that's what what you wanted to do and where you wanted to go. Now you do have a couple of 4 energies here. You have the Emperor, which is the 4, and you also have the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is a good stable energy. It's a good foundational energy. So this is a good month for you to make foundations and for you to help bring stability into your life. You've also got the King of Wands, who's a good stable figure as well. He's a good nurturer. He's a good provider for his family. Authoritarian type of dude, but he very much cares about his family, cares about his kingdom, that kind of thing. And the Emperor is, also that authoritarian figure as well. So there might be some authority in your life that you're going to be paying attention to as far as this goes, but I see it mostly as an indication that you're going to rise above and be able to do those things. And then you also have the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Those are very good energies for bringing the types of things into your life that you would like to have, that are earthly related, money, career, health, even your family, for instance. Those are the kind of things you could be bringing forth or making happier or dealing with on a really good level this month. You also have the Nine of Cups, which shows really good time to celebrate, possibly with friends and family, or extended family, but I definitely see friends and family involved there. This should be a good celebratory time. You should have reason to celebrate, which will also probably make you happy that we talked about earlier. So all of those things sound really great. I think some of the decision and choices that you're going to make this month are really going to make you feel liberated, make you feel victorious, make you feel like you made the right decision, and they're going to benefit you in the long run as well, emotionally and possibly financially. Okay, so that sounds really exciting. I love that. I like that energy a lot. It's a really good sounding month for you there. Let's go ahead and move on to our charm. Nope, sorry. Not thinking correctly here. We still have your romance cards to look at here. We need to get an idea of what's going to go on in your romantic life for the month. Some of this can deal, what we've talked about so far, can deal with your romantic life, but not necessarily. But we're going to try to find out specifically what the romance cards might have to say. Whoops. Well, drop them all on the ground there. That's really useful. Just 1 second. I have a very small desk space, and it's easy for me to drop things here. And picking them up is very difficult because it's hard for me to bend over enough to get to them. Okay. Oh, sorry about this, guys. I hate making you wait for something silly like this. Okay. All right. My goodness. All right. Let's see what your romantic life might have to say for the month. All right. Well, first of all, we have the Four of Swords. Okay. We also have the Four of Pentacles. And then we have the Nine of Swords. Okay. I like the four energies here. They go along with the Four of Wands really well. I think you should have some good times with a romantic partner this month. Might be a good time for you to go and maybe go rest and relaxation. Maybe go to a party. Maybe visit friends. Do those kinds of things. Those are all very good energies going on here with that. And so if you are in a relationship of any sort, I do think it would be a good month for you to rest and relax with your partner, do some fun things. Like I said, this is a very happy, cheerful month, so this is a really good time to spend it, maybe taking a vacation if you can, or a long weekend, or even a short weekend. Anything like that sounds really, really good. Also, I think if you're with a partner, you're going to feel like they kind of cherish you. If you've been having some problems in the relationship, I think you're going to start to feel like those are starting to go by the wayside. They're starting to be resolved. Or if you've had some fears about the relationships or other things, I think that they will show their love for you in such a way that, you'll be renewed, or you'll feel better about the relationship. You won't feel quite so fearful or worried about where it's going and things like that. So that's a really good energy for the month as far as romance goes. Now, if you're not in a relationship, I don't necessarily see you starting like a long-term relationship this month with one specific person anyway. It is possible that you will go on a few dates, or that you might have somebody you're fairly well interested in, and you might go out with them once or twice, or you might do some things like that. I don't know how serious it'll end up this month. I don't really feel that energy for the month, but I do feel like you'll have a good time, you'll enjoy yourself, and it might possibly turn into something more down the road. It's just I don't really have that energy for this month necessarily. If you've just started dating somebody, I think you can have a good time with them this month. I think you can, have some time where you can spend together and do some fun things and that kind of thing. So that's the energy we're getting for your romance department for the month. Now we can move on to our charms, and we'll see what else we can say. Okay? All right. Let's see here. Gotta move our oracle spheres off of here. All right. We'll take a look at our charms and see if there's any other energies for the month or any other things we might look at or any other things happening. All right. So let's see what we've got. Ooh, several different dice here. We have a 1, a 3, and a 4. Okay, more 4 energies. You guys, this is definitely a good month for building that foundation, for being at home, for enjoying yourself at home, for taking some rest and relaxation, things like that. This is definitely a good month for that. This is a good month to take that time off. It's a good month to work on your home. It's a good month on building the foundation of your home. It's that nurturing, that care, that other things that you might have going on. So it's a good month for that. But it's also, we've got the 3, which is a really good creative month for you guys. It's also a good communication month. So I feel like one of the things that might make you relatively happy this month is the amount of communication that you're going to have, especially like with a romantic partner or with somebody else that maybe things have not been going so well. I think you guys might actually talk some, resolve some things, have some issues worked out, other things like that. Communication is really key this month. I think a lot of you talking and doing those kinds of things will help you out this month and make you feel pretty good as well. And then you also have the 1. The 1 is very much about you, about yourself, about it's also being a leader. It's independence. I think you might reach your independence this month. And some other stuff. That might be one reason why you might be happy. We talked about you possibly getting out of a stalemate or something holding you back and so forth. And so that kind of feeling is there. You might actually reach some of your goals this month and some other things. It's another reason why you might be really, really happy because, the 1 indicates all of those things. Okay, so that's kind of cool. We have an R and a U. Those might be initials. Those might, you might think of words or other things when you see it. I think of are you blank. So, are you this or are you that or are you doing this or are you doing that? That kind of thing. So you can fill in the blank on that, but that might do something. I do see some harmony this month with the musical instrument here. We also have the In My Heart. So I do think that there will be somebody, for some of you anyway, not necessarily everybody, but there will be somebody who will show you how much they love you and care for you and how much you're in their heart. And that will be what will make you happy. And if that resonates with you, that should be a message specifically for you. We also have the word miracle. I see that maybe some things coming up this month might be something that you might actually consider a miracle. Or consider something very special. This popped into my head when Miracle came up, and it also popped in my head a little bit earlier, and I didn't say it. So now that it's popped in there twice, I'm going to. Some of you guys might end up pregnant this month, or might give birth to a baby, or that kind of thing. That very much resonates with me. With the 3 and with the miracle and with the happiness and the nurturing and the other things that have been coming around. That was just something that popped in there, and it's obviously not for everybody who watches the reading, but there's definitely some of you that is going to be the case for. Okay, so just wanted to pop that in there for you guys. We have the 9 of clubs, or that's also the 9 of wands. That's a good energy in that the wands energy is a fiery, passionate, happy, excitement type of energy, and you already have that going on this month. And the 9 is very much a reaching of a goal, reaching of, you're almost there. You're at the 10 almost, which the 10 is the completion. So you're just about there. You're just about able to reach for what you want, what you're going to get. And so the 9 of clubs is really good energy as far as you guys' reading goes. The hacksaw here, I think, goes with your reading in that it usually means to me cutting off something old so something new can grow, getting rid of the dead and bad and other things, so, you know, pruning things back. We had talked about you being set free or liberated or unchained or being able to move forward and so forth. We talked about that in a couple of different areas in the reading. And one of the, you know, you might just be able to finally hack away at whatever's holding you back. Metaphorically, the branches and the chains and the other things keeping you from achieving some of the things that you wanted to do or so forth. This might be the month that you're actually able to break free of those things and go forward. So that's kind of what I'm seeing there with that. So that's an exciting message in of itself. All right, let's take a look at your oracle spheres. This is where you have a yes or no question that you would like to get an answer to. You pick a stand. We have gold, bronze, blue, and silver. You decide which stand. We'll carry your answer for you, and then we'll go out and we'll get your answers. Number 1, gold, is a yes. Number 2, bronze, is a very likely. Number 3, blue, is a not now. And number 3, gray, is a probable. So we have a yes, a very likely, a not now, and a probable. So there's your oracle sphere answers for today. All right. Wow, that's exciting. Let's take a look at your angel numbers now. Okay. This is the way the angels, one of the ways they communicate with us is through symbols, and one of those symbols is numbers. Each number does have a resonance. So that would give you an idea of what specific topics they would like for you to look into, or what might be available to you that way. We have 5 different stands for you to choose from. We have silver, green, blue, bronze, and purple. Pick at least one stand. You can pick more than one if you'd like, or you can use all 5 as lucky numbers, or you can pick all 5 as messages, or however resonates with you, whatever works with you. But what we do is we get our angel numbers on here, and then you can go out to the web and type in angel number, whatever it happens to be, and find out the specific meaning of that number, or what how that number resonates specifically, because each number has its own keywords and phrases associated with it. That will give you an idea of what the angels would like for you to look at for the month, or pay attention to, or work on. Also, we do have links in the description to a couple of different websites that are helpful with that as well, so you can do that. All right, so let's get our numbers. Number 1, silver, is a 30. Number 2, green, is a 45. Number 3, blue, is a 38. Number 4, bronze, is a 21. And number 5, purple, is a 37. All right, so we have a 30 for silver, we have 45 for green, 38 for blue, 21 for bronze, and 37 for purple. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here for the reading today. We really hope it was useful to you. Please give it a thumbs up and share the channel with your friends and family. Also, do check out our other videos. We have lots of timeless tarots that we put out every week. We also have our daily messages from Spirit that we do, and just all kinds of, we have videos on how to read tarot cards, and just a lot of cool videos to check out. So we do look forward to seeing you again, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your March 2022 Tarot Pick-a-Pile reading. Those of you that chose the cherries, put those over there. We have your Lureman and tarot cards here that we're going to be looking at. We're also going to do our mixed emojis today. I really liked that last month. It worked out really well. It'll give us an idea of what emotion or emotions that might prevail throughout the month, or some things that you might start out the month with at least, or some things like that. and we will get more clarification with the cards here. We will also be doing our romance tarot cards to get a better idea of what will be going on in your romantic life and what's going on there. We will be doing our charms to help us out with the reading as well. And then our oracle spheres, where you can think of a yes or no question that you'd like to get an answer to. We will be doing that. And then our angel numbers to give the angels a chance to give you any information or specific topics to look into for the month or pay attention to, that kind of thing. All right, so we have all kinds of stuff here. So let's get started and see where we're at. We're going to go ahead and start with your emojis first. Now, you guys actually had more cards than the other readings for some reason popped up, so we'll see how that goes. And you actually have 2 emoji cards, so let's see what they have to say. Ooh, special. I like that one. And annoyed. Okay, interesting. So we're going to see how those play out for the month. You're going to feel special and annoyed, both. That's interesting. All right, let's take a look here. We have child, or number 13. We have 2, or the clover. Okay. We have the Empress. Wow. We have the shortened force, or the 8 of Swords. Sometimes those are hard to read. We have the Tower card. Okay. Wow. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the 7 of Wands. Okay. Interesting. We have the Hierophant. We have the Lovers. The 8 of Cups. And the Ace of Wands. Wow. Interesting. Okay, give me just a minute to figure out how these energies and these different things all work together here. Okay, that makes sense. Let me think. I'm trying to see, because I think you have a couple of different energies going on, so I'm trying to see how it might play out during the month, or how it might work through the month here. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, some of that makes sense. Okay. First of all, you have the Tower card. The Tower card usually indicates quick change of some sort, or something happening, that is unexpected, and so forth. Okay, so you will have a Tower moment at some point during the month. Now, how is that going to affect you, or how is your emotions going to go? I'm trying to get the energy of whether, because I do see these as almost being like half of the month, or one of them being a week or 2, and then the other one being the rest of the month. And I'm trying to figure out, based on the cards here and the energies I'm getting, as to which way it's going to go for the month. Because we do have some unexpected surprises and luck and happiness and changes happening during the month. I do see that. But I also see a couple of other energies here of, okay, here's what I got. Here's what's coming to me. I believe at some point during the month, you're going to be annoyed with your boss, or a higher level, might be maybe on the same level as you, but coworker. Okay, I think you're gonna go, that was stupid. They're inexperienced. What's going on? What are they doing? That's really dumb. Blah blah blah. Okay, for some reason that's the energy I'm getting. And so I'm going to throw that out there first. And I think that's where the annoyed comes in. Okay, I think you're going to be annoyed with work situation and people at work and what's going on there, at least for part of the month, or at least for a situation that's going to happen during the month. But it will feel kind of strong for you at the time, so it will be significant enough that it needs mentioned here. You will feel quite annoyed. You will feel like they're incompetent. You will feel like they don't know what they're doing, and so forth. And honestly, it might even have to do with this tower moment, in that I think maybe there was something that maybe needs to be prepared for, and you know it's upcoming, you know it's happening, and the way they are handling it is not that good, and you know it's not that good, and you are kind of stuck in the matter. You can't really do anything about it, and you're quite annoyed with the way they're working things out. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting there as far as that goes. Now, maybe as part of this, maybe as something separate, okay, because I'm not sure if they connect or not, you will have some lucky things happen and some joyous things happen that will make you feel kind of young and fresh, and you're going to feel lucky. You're going to feel like, wow, that worked out. That was a lucky situation. You're going to feel renewed. You're going to feel like moving on to something new and different and more passionate. That could be work related, or it could be romance related. We will look at your romance cards in a moment, so get an idea there. But I do feel like you're going to feel quite lucky. You're going to feel a little bit cheerful and happy, and like things worked out for the best, kind of thing. And you'll be happy to be moving on. You'll be happy that the situation's working out the way it is, and that you're starting the new thing, and so forth. Okay, because I see that with the Cups cards and some of the other things going on here. You got the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups, and that shows you have the Queen of Cups, and then you also have the Empress, and so forth. So that's the other energy I'm getting. You might... I'm trying to figure out if that energy that we're talking about has to do with work or love. I think it might have to do with work for most of you, but there is the Lover's card here, and that might play into some of this happiness and some other stuff. We'll be getting your romance tarot, so that might clarify that a little bit. We also have the Empress card, and she is all about creativity, Mother Earth kind of energy, and all of that. And I'm thinking that might fit in with the Lover's card as well, how the two might go together here. So we'll look at your romance tarot and see how those two go together, because otherwise I don't see them going with the rest of the reading. So I think they might be for your romance department specifically. So we're going to go ahead and look at that in a minute, but I want to make sure there wasn't anything else associated with the other energies that we talked about for the month that you need to know before we move on. I do feel like I want to emphasize this a little bit, or at least mention that I do think that there is something that you are preparing for, or that you know is coming, and so forth. And that's interesting, because usually the tower moments are ones that we're not aware of, or they happen very quickly, or they're unexpected. And in this case, I do feel like you know a storm is coming. You know some upheaval is coming. And I really do feel like it's work related. I really do feel like maybe your company is going to go out of business, and you know it. Maybe there's some things happening, and you know it's going to blow up in your boss's faces, or other things like that, and so you expect that. I don't know. There's a lot of different situations that could be going on here with that, but that I really feel like you kind of know that this is happening, but there's not a lot you can do to stop it. You just kind of have to try to prepare for it and do the best you can and hope it doesn't mess up too much stuff. Okay? That's the energy I'm getting here for certain on that. You might even feel a little bit of naivete on the part of the people responsible or on the part that's going to be dealing with this. You might feel like they don't know what they're doing, you know, and so forth. I kind of get that energy as well and that feeling. So I wanted to mention that again because I wanted you to realize that that might be something you'll be dealing with for the month, or at least part of the month, until the Tower moment happens anyway. Then you might be dealing with it afterwards, because then you have to kind of, you know, raise back up above it and go on. But I don't think, even though you're going to be annoyed with the situation, even though you see it coming and you can't stop it and so forth, I really feel like you're still going to be pretty happy. You're going to feel pretty emotionally satisfied during the month throughout these things. Maybe even this thing will even make you feel better, because maybe you didn't want to be there anymore, or you couldn't stand it, or something better comes along and you notice it or something. Those kinds of energies are also very strong in the reading, in that you should feel happy most of the month, actually, if not all of it. Even with these other things going on, we can feel more than one emotion at once, and we can deal with more than one thing at once. And it might be, this is a possibility for some of you guys, you might have a really good relationship starting this month, or a really good romance, and that might be why you're happy and cheerful. So even though other things in your life might not be going quite as well as you'd like, that's not going to stop you from being happy. Okay? I've been there. I know what that's like, and that's very possible. It's a high energy for some of you guys as well. With the Ace of Wands, that is a new energy. It is a passionate energy, and so forth. And that might be a romantic passion, even though it's not cups, because you do have some other cups cards. You do have the Knight of Cups as well. So that is possibility, and we will look at your romance cards and see if we can find out a little bit more about that. Now, for those of you that are in a relationship, you know, that might not be quite the case of how that plays out or whatever, but we'll take a look and we'll see where we're at in your romance department for the year, or for the month. Not for the year. It's not a yearly reading. All right, we've got 3 different cards here. Let's take a look. Let's see what they have to say. We got the 5 of Pentacles. And then we've got the Knight of Cups again. Interesting. And then we also, have the Devil. Ooh. Okay. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Let me take a look. Yeah. Devil card. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, the 5 of Coins can show a change in things going on in your life. So it's very possible that there might be a change in your romantic life. It's possible that somebody will show some attentions to you that haven't showed it to you before, and that might be why you feel happy and giddy, and so forth. You do have the Knight of Cups twice. To me, that might show a person coming to you romantically during the month. So that is quite possible as well. The Devil card showing up is interesting in that usually the Devil card means that we are in temptations of something that maybe we shouldn't do, or something that's not good for us, or will trap us in some sort of way, shape, or form. But the energy I'm getting for your guys' reading specifically is that it's more of you feeling devilish, rather than the negative connotations that we think of with the devil. In other words, there are times in which we get flirtatious, we get you know, we feel sexier, we feel happier, new romances start or other things happen, and we might feel slightly, just a little bit like, oh, I'm not sure I should be really quite doing this, but it's really not bad, it's not harmful. Um, and so that gives us kind of that devil feeling a little bit, that, uh, you know, almost like you shouldn't be that happy, which is really silly because we should always be happy if we have the opportunity to do so. Um, so the whole idea that we need to be miserable to be living a good life is ridiculous. But um, some people feel that way sometimes, or that's, sometimes a conventional wisdom. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting here with the devil card. Is it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not, that you're going to have bad temptations sent your way, or you're going to get chained up, or you're going to be forced into things you don't want, or any of those kinds of energies, and none of that. It's more of, in your romance department, I feel like you're going to feel very flirtatious, very cheerful and happy and excited over the attentions that you're going to be getting this month. If you're in a relationship already, I feel like your partner might be a little bit more frisky with you this month, or feel a little bit, they're going to make you feel a little bit more giddy this month. Even if you've been together a long time, that is possible, in which your partner can make you feel that way. And this is, the kind of month that I feel like those kind of energies are definitely on the rise. Might be just because it's springtime. I mean, because I know a lot of people do start getting that way once the weather starts breaking, starts getting a little bit sunnier, a little bit warmer. Sometimes that does happen. Now, I know throughout the whole world it's not spring, but there might be other reasons why people might be feeling that way as well. But so that's possible. So that's kind of the feeling I'm getting for your romance department. And I do think that the Cups cards that we saw earlier, and the Lovers card and things like that go along with that. I do feel like that is something that, your relationship is going to feel kind of a newness, kind of a fresh spring blossomy kind of energy, even if it's not a new relationship. Okay, so hopefully that'll make some sense to you guys, and be kind of exciting. And that might be why you feel happy throughout the month, is just, that in general could make you feel very smiley and happy, and so forth. So, very cool. All right, let's go ahead and move on to your charms. And then we can do our Oracle spheres and angel numbers as well. All right, so we'll get an idea of what the charms have to say. All right, let's get a really good mix up here, really good shake up, and we get a few charms. Okay, we've got the Queen of Swords. We got See the World, Own Your Dreams, and then we have the Cherries. I like that. You got the cherries and you picked the cherries. That's really cool. I'm not exactly sure what cherries symbolize. I know when they come up, I don't know. Maybe somebody needs to put down in the comments what cherries might symbolize, as a symbol, because I believe that this is an important symbol for you guys' reading, and I honestly don't know what cherries represent. I think that they might mean, some kind of sweetness and special like that, but other than that, I don't know. So let's see if we can find out. I might look it up and put in the description myself, or tag a comment or something if I can find it. But yeah, that's interesting, because I think that might be important for you guys' reading, since you picked the cherries. As far as See the World and Own Your Own Dreams, this might be a month in which you do decide to embark and go out and do some things. If you don't have a job anymore, or something goes along with your job, you might decide going out and seeing new things might be the way to go. The other thing that happens when I see the World is not necessarily physically going out and traveling around the world, but looking in, like on the internet or through documentaries or through reading, certain biographies or histories or other things like that, of finding out about the world and the different customs, the different cultures, the different histories, the different ways of looking at things, and other things like that. I see that sometimes when this comes up, and this is definitely resonating with me for you guys' reading, in that looking at those things might really benefit you this month, and it might really be something that you would really enjoy. Is seeing things from a different angle and perspective, and how the world looks at things. We do have the musical instruments, so I do see some semblance of cheerful. Often it means harmony to me, but in this case, being the French horn, I think of party time, New Orleans, Mardi Gras type thing, is the feeling I get there. So, that type of energy might be something for you to get into this month as well. I've not really had that small a number of charms in a long time, if ever. So that's interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your oracle spheres. This is where you pick a stand. We have silver, blue, bronze, and gold. You decide which one you would like to get your answer on. You think of a yes or no question, and we go out and get your answers. Number 1, silver is a maybe. Number 2, blue is a probable. Number 3, bronze is a not now. And a number 4, gold is a probable. So we have a maybe, a probable, a not now, and a probable. So there's your oracle sphere answers. All right, let's move on to our angel numbers. We have 5 different stands for this. We have purple, bronze, blue, green, and silver. You decide which stand or stands, you can pick more than one, that you'd like to get your angel numbers on. And this is an opportunity for the angels to communicate with you in whichever way they can. Because each number will resonate with its own specific keywords and phrases that work with that number. You can go out to the web and type in angel number, whatever it happens to be, and find out the meanings for it. Or we have a couple of links in the description that will lead you to a couple of websites that will help you do that. All right, the other thing, some people will pick more than one stand because they want more than one number from the angels. Sometimes people will use all 5 stands as lucky numbers, so you can do that as well. All right, let's take a look. Number 1, purple, is 54. Number 2, bronze, is 46. Number 3, blue, is 37. Number 4, green, is 25. And number 5, silver, is 5. So we have purple is 54, bronze is 46, blue is 37, green is 25, and silver is 5. So there's your angel numbers for the month. Wow, guys. What an interesting reading. I hope it resonated with you guys and you like it. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share the channel with your friends and family, and do check out our other videos. We have lots of Timeless Tarot on the channel that we do put out every week. And then we also do our angel, our messages from Spirit. We do daily messages, and we do those every day. And then we have other videos on the channel as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. We look forward to seeing you again, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.